All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video as we recap everything that happened down here in Santa Clara on a Wednesday. And we talked to Kyle Shanahan before practice, and he told us that Yetur Gross-Matos with the knee is out today. Christian McCaffrey with the calf/veterans rest day is also out today. Trent Williams with the knee and also a veterans rest day was out today. Brock Purdy with the toe and the shoulder out today. Juwan Jennings with the shoulder out today. Jordan James with the finger limited. Ben Barch with the knee limited. And Jordan Watkins with the high ankle sprain also limited today at practice. He was asked about Brock Purdy, and the story of the day is that he says it's going to be a long shot for Purdy to play against the Saints. He said he hurt the toe in the second quarter on a scramble in the Seattle game. Mac Jones is likely to start for the 49ers. It potentially could be a multi-week thing from what I'm hearing. Expect Purdy to definitely miss the Saints game and possibly the Arizona game as well. So that's really what I got out of today. The Niners will be looking for a third quarterback. We'll talk about that in a second. Kyle Shanahan said he was really glad to have Eddie Pinheiro, really excited about the Niners' ability to get a kicker who's as accurate as Pinheiro has been. He's the third most accurate kicker in the history of the league. We also had a chance to go in the locker room and talk to Eddie today. And Eddie said, hey man, I know the deal. You make kicks or you're gone. And you know, he said it so matter-of-factly, it's just like life in the NFL. He said he chose the Niners over the Falcons because he wants to win. And he knows the Niners have a better football team. So Eddie's here, he's excited, his head's screwed on straight, he's a veteran, he's not, he's under no delusions that this is going to be anything but a short-term opportunity if he doesn't make kicks. So it's really as simple as that. You make kicks, you stick around, you don't, you move on. Shanahan told us as well that the Niners would like to add a tight end, and then they did. He said, hey, we're doing that right now. The Niners have announced that they have found their Messiah. No, of course, that's the easy joke, but Messiah Swinson is the newest 49er. Gets signed to the practice squad, the veteran tight end. He's 6'7", 260 pounds, 25 years of age. Niners had a workout of 5 tight ends. Zach Davidson, Peyton Hendershot, Cole Turner, and Nick Muse were the other guys, and Swinson was the guy they went with. He's played in Green Bay. He's played in Carolina. He's got huge hands, 10 3/4 inch hands. Not a burner by any stretch. 4.87 speed, but he's only 25, so he's obviously a developmental player. They obviously like what they see, and so they've signed him to their practice squad. Messiah Swinson, interesting player. Played at Missouri and he played at Arizona State. So as I said, huge hands. Now, the Niners, Shanahan also talked about cutting Jake Moody and what a tough thing that was. He says it wasn't that much of a decision. In other words, Jake's struggles had reached a point where it wasn't all that hard of a call. It's like, yeah, man, you had to make a change. I mean, it sounds like it's super cutthroat, but it is what it is. It's the NFL. It's, you got to make kicks or you don't stick around. The Niners did try out the veteran quarterback Mike White today. He's 30. And of course, almost every new addition for the 49ers has some connection to the Jets. He was a 5th round pick by Dallas and out of South Florida. He also played at Western Kentucky for the Hilltoppers. Also played for the Jets. Jets, that's always seemed like a connection with the Niners, with Robert Saleh here. Played for Miami and most recently played for the Buffalo Bills. 2-5 record in 7 career NFL starts, 61%, 9 touchdowns, 12 picks. He's a backup quarterback, but they want to add a third one, and they worked him out today, and I'm sure we'll find out soon if he is going to be the guy. Well, you know who's going to be the guy on Sunday? It's Mac Jones, the former Alabama quarterback. Will get the start against the Saints. Let's talk a little bit about Jones for a second. I think he's interesting. He's had a very good summer. He plays on time. The ball comes out on time and with accuracy. He processes pre-snap as well as anybody. He knows where he's going with the football. He doesn't have great quick feet, but he's really mastered the footwork in this offense, at least from what I can tell this summer. He was the 15th pick overall in the 2021 draft by New England. He was the 5th of 5 quarterbacks that went in round 1 that year. He made it to the Pro Bowl, believe it or not, in his first year in 2021. And to me, it's like, I think his story is really an interesting story. This guy at Alabama was damn good. 2-time national champion, first-team All-SEC, 16-1 record at Bama with 56 touchdowns and 7 picks. This guy was a machine at Bama. In fact, in 2020, he completed 77% of his passes. He goes 15th to New England in the 21 draft, and in 21, he's good, right? He plays well. As a rookie, he made it to the Pro Bowl. Now, you know, a lot of guys make it to the Pro Bowl, but still, hey, he made it to the Pro Bowl. So what happened from there? Because things kind of took a tumble from there. He's like this conquering hero in New England. He's a Pro Bowler as a rookie. And then 2022, Josh McDaniels leaves New England, and Belichick makes one of the most idiotic hires of all time. He names Matt Patricia the offensive coordinator. He was a defensive coach, and things did not go well. It was a 1-year experiment with Patricia. He yanked his sheets and dumped him. They brought in Bill O'Brien in 23. Things were probably a little bit better. Then in 24, he gets traded, but you know, he of course at 23 doesn't have any good weapons. In 24, he winds up in Jacksonville as the backup to Trevor Lawrence, barely ever played. And then this year signs with the Niners, 2-year deal for $7 million. Niners have him under contract this year and next year. He's 20-29 in his NFL career in 49 starts, 66%, 54 touchdowns, 44 interceptions. That's the key number. He's got to avoid the interceptions. If this guy can just not turn it over, I think he could have a lot of success. He started 1 playoff game as well. He's 0-1 in the playoffs. So there you go. Mac Jones is going to start against the Saints. He may start against the Cardinals in week 3. Purdy's got the toe injury. It's, you know, I guess Shanahan the other day said it wasn't turf toe. Today he said it could be turf toe. Nonetheless, Brock Purdy will not be playing in New Orleans. Eddie Pinheiro will be, though, and he seems excited. Had a chance to go in the locker room. We talked to Nick Bosa. We talked to Christian McCaffrey. I had a chance to talk to Jason Pinnock. Kind of an interesting day. 49ers, rain coming down. Niners practicing in the rain today. And, of course, later this week, they will board the bird and go to New Orleans, where on Sunday they take on the Saints inside the Superdome. And I'll be there thanks to Claudaddy Arcades, who's a proud sponsor of the Krug Show. Thanks to Claudaddy for sponsoring us. Kev and I will be on our way. He's a great follow on Instagram at Claw_Daddy_Arcades. Brand new locations opening in Capitola Mall and Visalia Mall. We need to tell you as well that this football season is presented by Sleeper, the fastest growing fantasy platform in the world. It's a one-stop shop. You get blazing fast news, real-time stats, group chats, season-long leagues, and of course, Sleeper picks for daily fantasy. Use promo code Larry, L-A-R-R-Y, and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Links in the description. Terms and conditions apply. Thanks to Sleeper for sponsoring the video. Thanks to Pig in a Pickle for sponsoring the Krug Show. Thanks to you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube. Check me out tonight, 6 o'clock, Niners Nightly on KMBR on the radio. Carlos Ramirez and Brian Peacock will be my guests tonight. See you on the radio at 6.